Bristol's one of those tracks you start, finish line, you get off into one, boy, you're carrying a tremendous amount of speed and she's going left in a hurry. Car slamming that thing down into the bank, you can hear just mashing on the gas as hard as you can and right back down, ripping down the back straightaway. Get into 3, the car wants to get loose. You know, again, you got to have it that way a little bit because you need it to be free in the center so the car can rotate and you can get that throttle down and beat that car in front of you to the throttle because that's how you're going to pass at Bristol.
In 2014, Ryan Blaney was racing full-time in the Camping World Truck Series for Brad Keselowski Racing. That year, in a dramatic finish, he edged Herman Quiroga at the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park by a mere 0.49 seconds. We're going to put you on the back stretch in Ryan's old number 29 Ford F-150, now driven by Chase Briscoe, to see if you can win a similar head-to-head duel against fellow BKR racer Austin Cindric. Race back to the start-finish line while holding off Austin, and good luck.
Just pulled off of Chase Briscoe. Oh, god damn it. I used to that. It's gonna be a long video.
That's one of my favorite road courses. A lot of elevation changes. You'll go down into turn 1, it's a sweeping right-hander, you're kind of going downhill, and then you don't have a lot of room on exit. And then turn 2, you kind of crest the hill, and your truck gets really light, and then it really compresses. And then you have the back stretch, another pretty hard right-hander with a big curve that you're trying not to hit. And then down into 5A and 5B, that's really tight. You're heavy on the brakes there. That's probably the heaviest braking point you'll have there. But really tight, slow, kind of double right. And then you have a long back straightaway. You have a really technical section, a lot of rhythm. That's that right when you go under the bridge braking. And then you have a left that you skip down in a second. And then the right-hander turns you onto the front stretch, which there's grass on the runoff, so you can't really run off that well. So Yeah, I think that's a decent lap around motorsport.
Tico was hold up for charging.
In 2002, Jamie McMurray shocked the NASCAR world by winning at Charlotte. Substituting for Sterling Marlin, it was only his second Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series start. He won for the second time in 2010, again with Chip Ganassi Racing. Roughly 14 years have passed since that first win. In this challenge, you'll take over for Jamie with 5 laps to go. Hold off a hard-charging field to take the checkered flag.
That.
Can you imagine? You're driving around, you're into turn speedway under caution just past the midpoint, and time for the Protect Plus mid-race recap. This is the start. Brandon Jones got the jump. He took the high line. That worked the first time.
And you see the 78 Mike Snyder making a good jump on the outside as well in that white car.
We got a very early caution though, and that was for this contact. Cody Robaugh getting up high into Myatt Snyder and then taking Shelton Creed with him.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed had absolutely nowhere to go. Fortunately, only a two-car incident though. See Robaugh on pit road for some repairs as Creed goes to the garage area out of the race.
So that set up a restart. The high side worked the first time for the pole sitter Brandon Jones. We also had fire for Andy Seiss. Pretty significant one. He was able to get out before he was dealing with anything, so he has been cleared and released.
Our most recent caution right here for Justin Fontaine, who loses the right front tire and gets into the outside wall. We saw after the second caution, it brought all the lead lap cars to pit road on lap number 26, and when this caution came out, everybody else came down pit road here on lap number 51, with the exception of Travis Braden. The 27 car is the only lead lap car to stay out on the racetrack, so he will be our leader.
Ty Majeski got the lead on the first restart of the race from the bottom side, has maintained it until this round of pit stops. Tell us what you know, Jim.
You know that Ty Majeski came in as the race leader. His car was just a bit free as the run went on, so his crew chief Matt Weber said, all right, I'll free it up a little bit. What they did was the track bar adjusted. The first time he came for Ford General Tires, they did it with air pressure. He is good to go. They feel this car is better. If they get a longer run, watch out. The 9 guy will be back in the front before no time. Also, the number 18 is Michael Self. He did that Sinclair lubricant Toyota on pit road. What they did is try to make that car better for him on the longer run. He said, loose off the corner, so I get on the gas.
Well, the perfect lap around Charlotte would start with your entry to turn one. It's about making the biggest arc that you can, so turning into the corner as late as you can and still get to the white line. Through the middle, you want to be as low as you can right on the white line. The exit just kind of happens. The entry to 3 is similar to 1, except for you can't drive in quite as hard, but it's all about making the biggest, latest entry, getting to the bottom, and exiting as low as possible.
I'm gonna get the game turned off for this shit.
In 2017, Eric Jones will be racing full-time in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, but in 2016, he was one of the top drivers in the Xfinity Series. One of his best wins in 2016 came at Chicagoland Speedway, where he took the lead with 2 laps to go, and he held off a talented group of drivers, including eventual Xfinity champion Daniel Suarez. Let's see if you can recreate history. We're going to put you in Eric Jones' number 20 Reese's Toyota with 3 laps to go. Hold off Suarez, along with Elliott Sadler and Justin Allgaier, and bring home another Xfinity win for Jones. Also referred to as the track too tough to tame. Darlington Raceway offers up many challenges, from sun in your eyes to blown tires. To its unique shape, the Lady in Black can be unforgiving. from start to finish. In this challenge, you'll be holding strong in 9th place, driving in Danica Patrick's number 10 Aspen Dental Ford. Keep an eye on the cars ahead of you and behind you. As you approach the white flag, watch for your opportunity to move up and secure a top 5 finish.
Darlington, you know, it's about getting into turn 1 and barely grazing the brake and getting right back to the throttle, and you climb up the hill, but you're already hard in the throttle, so you're really hoping that you don't run out of room when it comes to getting up to the wall. And then it's about turning in at the perfect spot for turn 2 at Darlington, because if you turn in too late, there's a little hump, and I actually have spun and crashed the car there in practice. And if you turn in too early, you may hit the apron and it might make you loose. You might hit the apron and get tight because you have too much turning to do once you get to the center of the corner, hoping you don't run out of room on the exit because it's a pretty narrow exit. Turn 3, you can really drive into the corner really deep, but you are going to slide up, and you're again using all the room you can on exit there. And then turn 4 is on the bottom or even over the apron on the inside lane for the first lap or so when the car is turning. But you know, at some point in the race, you usually run up by the wall a little bit too. So at this point in time, if it's ideal, I'm running the bottom and I barely lift. I'm right back to the throttle, and you're super happy because the car is actually turning, which at Darlington doesn't last long. You get tight very quick there.
Perfect lap around Chicagoland, I'd say, would be a lot of throttle on time, making sure your car's turning great, getting down and hugging the line in turns 1 and 2, and trying to make a big wide arc in each corner. That's the biggest keys to getting around Chicagoland. Keeping your momentum up will get you around that place pretty fast.
I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up.
With his win in the 2011 Daytona 500, Trevor Bayne became NASCAR's youngest winner of the Daytona 500, racing for the oldest active NASCAR team, Wood Brothers Racing. Since switching to Roush Fenway Racing, Bayne has been more consistent. Can you pilot Trevor Bayne's number 6 Advocare Ford Fusion to his second Daytona 500 victory? This time with Roush Fenway Racing.
Take me for like I couldn't walk through an old